Okay, so we are with Kofi Daze as a pioneer mobile applications man in Ghana. Congratulations on 10 years of Rancard. How does it feel to be 10? The 10 years has come far too rapidly for me.
Yeah, it's been 10 years of learning and understanding better how we need to focus on moving ahead. So let's say 10 years of planning for the next 10. We're in for the long haul.
Okay, you might not remember this, but the very first time I met you was at McDavid's house. You were full of complaints against the computer science department at Lagos. Are you happier?
Well, we've had a few people from there since, so happier is relative. I don't have anything against Legon in particular. I'll broaden it more to the entire educational system as it's being run. But we all have a part to play. Industry has a part to play by engaging academia more to influence the nature of learning, not just the courses. Material is probably okay, but the nature of learning, what we need the students to know when they come out.
That's very cryptic. Are you happy with the quality of graduates you've received?
We've had some good guys. I mean, we have excellent students out of the University of Ghana. As to whether he's excellent because the University of Ghana program made facilities and everything available, or whether he's somebody that has a strong culture from home and has combined that, I'm not sure whether I'm able to say. But we're not seeing a lot of people like him coming out of the program. So it's not very yet. The University of Ghana has this MIT status in producing computer science.
Yeah, because as I was complaining, I don't know where to put you. You are in the middle of these digital natives. Rancard, as I understand from you, means information. People like Nandi Mobile, I don't think they are doing enough promotion information. They are too technology focused. They are talking too much amongst themselves. It's become almost like a church. What do you say about my criticism?
No, I actually feel a whole lot more like them. We're comfortable.
You have to feel more like them than me.
I actually feel a whole lot more like them because it is. The heart of the technology industry is cult-like.
It's what?
It's cult-like. In terms of there's a language we're speaking and there's something we feel we understand. And the truth is we're not always relevant to the world outside of us. The challenge is becoming relevant. So it's, as an organization, how do you take hardcore engineers who generally might not care too much about relevance but have great skills, and then get people who help them develop things that are relevant. And that's the struggle that we in Rancard have been trying to balance. How can you be relevant to the local market around you and grow into a larger regional international market while continuing your core competence and love of engineering and science as it is?
That reminds me, I've had similar criticisms of Rancard in the past. That your briefs on your mobility server was far too technical.
Absolutely.
Explain to me in very simple terms, for an idiot like me, what exactly is the Rancard mobility server?
Right, so it's a cloud-based platform that mobile networks and mobile content providers connect into to deliver mobile apps, content, and services to subscribers. So it's you can think of it as a cloud-based market space for mobile transaction management, billing, content hosting, and ultimately allowing mobile subscribers to discover the content they want. So we've actually developed a new product. It's in beta. It's called Rendezvous, which is actually the colloquial meaning of Rancard, meeting place. What Rendezvous does is it helps.
What language? What is the etymology of Rancard?
French. So the classical meaning is information classically, but the colloquial use of the word Rancard is a rendezvous where people meet, or renseignement in French. So our Wonderly product is actually designed to help content providers target and find audiences, mobile audiences, who would find their content relevant at a minimal cost per subscriber acquisition. And on the other hand, it also has tools that let mobile subscribers sift through all the noise, get out spam out of their lives, and actually get content which they are interested in using social recommendations.
So why do the mobile phone companies, why do they need you? Why do they have to contract you? Why can't they do it themselves?
Well, mobile network operators are mobile network operators. They are not software developers. So it's actually the junction between the intelligence of the applications that you can put within mobile networks that they can use to enhance their value-added services with subscribers. That's where we come in. So basically, what Rancard does today is we help mobile networks to be social. That's essentially what we do now.
We help mobile networks to be social.
Exactly.
To move to mobile 2.0.
Well, maybe a little beyond that.
Ah, okay, that's funky.
Yeah.
Now, I remember, I don't know, I suspect that was the last ATEC in Ghana. Rancard sponsored a session at the National Theatre, and there were lots of complaints from the mobile value-added services industry. Has the situation improved?
It may have improved on an individual basis for companies that would have evolved since then, but I'm sure some people will still have their complaints, and it will probably be on the basis that the industry is not very well organized, it's not very well standardized. Plus, mobile value-added services in Ghana is still pretty wide open, whereas in other countries, the regulators have started issuing a license framework that defines the scope in which mobile value-added services players operate. When that happens, sometimes it compares with maturity. So on the other hand, you could say Ghana is doing well by keeping it open, by not putting too much regulation on it now, so that the industry will operate more liberally. That hurts some people and helps some, depending on the orientation of the business.
Finally, I remember I pressed you into what I call national service by helping the Constitution Review Commission. How did you find that operation?
I think there's so much more that can be done in the framework of the work we did with them. I think there's a bit of a timing gap that could impact how much more useful the work could be done. But today you can still pull out your phone on most networks, send help to 1992, and it'll start prompting you with a question and answer on the key questions in the different topic areas. It's actually very exciting. One day I was driving home and caught in traffic and I was just going on and on, because you answer a question, it prompts you with the next one. Answer the next question, it prompts you with the next one. And then once you're done with the category, whether on the executive, so the indemnity clause is removed, so the DCs be elected and so on, then it moves you to the next section of the area, and then you do a question and answer. The fact that you're not just doing an A-B answer.
Well, go on.
I was just going to say the fact that you're not just doing an A-B answer, but that you actually get to write out your mind in 160 characters, means that citizens can be concise and yet at the same time express clearly what their thoughts are on the issue, and that collating that into a database could have far more impact than I think so far it has done.
Yeah, I'm sure Dr. Tuguba would want me to tell you are going to be pressed into further service, because as you know, the report of the commission is expected any time from now, and I know they have plans to do further work. But I'm happy you mentioned IVR. Some academic researchers have said that Africa is a predominantly oral culture, so that really the killer application should be IVR, not SMS.
I both agree and disagree. Africa is evolving. The current generation of Africans are an SMS oriented group of people. So you want a mix of applications. In fact, that's why Rancard Mobility.com is a platform. We don't limit or restrict anybody to using multimedia or SMS or web or some other content. It's a platform that hosts and enables all different forms of media. So you could actually have the CRC application operating simultaneously over one database by SMS, web, voice and apps, depending on the way in which people interact. It takes a bit more work to do that, but the capability is there.
Thank you very much.